Scene Mom says, welcome to the new podcast from former Phoenix radio host Danny Cutler. Each week bringing you independent music, industry news, the occasional interview, and other fun segments. Let's get to it. Scene Mom says hello and welcome to episode number 34. That was Phoenix band Mills End and their latest single, The Devil Is Man. Jeff and the band have this wonderful nod towards 90s rock and great lyrics to boot. I know I said that this is the Big Damn New England music episode, and that's going to be the only non-New England band that you hear in this show. I just wanted to get them in because it's such a good song, and I haven't played Mills End in a long time. I don't think I've played them on this podcast before, but I played them all the time over on KWSS in Phoenix, and I miss those guys. Really nice guys. So how's everybody doing? I had a pretty good week, though I was a little down after saying goodbye to my daughters. We won't see them for the holidays at all, so that's going to be a little strange. Last year they were out in December before Christmas, so it still had kind of a holiday feel to it. I imagine eventually we are going to become snowbirds and go visit Phoenix over the holidays since it won't be so cold. That's more for my husband than me. But not this Christmas. So I am back to business as usual and a full episode this week, but I do hope you enjoyed the interview with KZ over the past 2 weeks. It was really great information, and I never knew exactly how voting worked for the Grammys, but it really cleared up a lot of misconceptions for me. The rest of this episode, as I mentioned, is going to feature Massachusetts and New England bands, and that is because voting is currently underway for the New England Music Awards, which takes place in November. I'm just excited that I know so many bands that are listed in each category. Not bad for a year of being here. You will hear many of them on the show this week. And of course, I will have a link in the show notes so that you can vote too if you are so inclined. Voting wraps up on Friday the 11th, and you can vote once a day. And I also have your music news, history, and a marketing tip, and also some nerdy and I guess good news later on in the show. So let's get back to the music with a trio of artists that have New England Music Award nominations, starting with main band Tiger Bomb, who is up for Best Rock Act of the Year. This is Can't Go Back, and you're listening to What Scene Mom Says.
Train, ain't no way nobody gonna tie you down. Starting over, blew in like a wild wind into town. It's a drag man, but people stop and say, yeah, what's your name? Pretty baby, I'll show you love.
You're listening to the Scene Mom Says podcast with Danny Cutler.
You're a switchblade, I'm paper thin. You're a paper cut and smooth white skin. Cut me open in the middle of the night. With a sting, you're a rusty knife. There's no reasoning with a monster. On your fears it feeds and fosters. Whispers to me in the dead of the night. Take me down like a switchblade strike. Not gonna listen no more, no more. Tell me things I don't need to know. Kill the volume and shut that door. Take me places I should never, ever go. Turn the whisper to a scream. Turn the tables, change the theme. I'm a blade pointed at you now. Take you down when you talk too loud. Not gonna listen no more, no more. Tell me things I don't need to know. Kill the volume and shut that door. Take me places I should never, ever. I've had enough. You talk too much. Your words, they sting like paper cuts. I've had enough. You talk too much. You're a switchblade, paper thin. You're a paper cut and smooth white skin. I'm not listening to the words you say. Shut you down and just walk away. Not gonna listen no more, no more. Tell me things I don't need to know. Kill the volume and shut that door. Take me places I should never, ever. Not gonna listen no more, no more. Tell me things I don't need to know. Till the volume and shut that door. Take me places I should never, ever go home. You're a switchblade. You're a paper cut. You talk too much. I've had enough. You're a switchblade, paper cut. I've had enough.
That was Massachusetts artist Jennifer Teft and the Strange with Paper Cut. The band is nominated for several New England Music Awards, including Best Act, Best Album, Songwriter, and Live Act. Before that was Arrows of Athena with Insanity, and they are nominated for Best New Act and Rock Act. I'll have links to all the bands in the show notes, of course, as well as a link to the Music Awards, where you can vote through Friday the 11th. Scene Mom says it is time for some music news. A long-lost Mozart string composition written during his teens in the 1760s has been discovered in a Leipzig library. Believed destroyed, the 12-minute piece, which is a string trio, was performed in Salzburg for what is thought to be its premiere after 260 years. The manuscript is a copy made in the 1780s and was uncovered while archivists updated the Kochel catalog of Mozart's works. This is one of several Mozart compositions to be rediscovered in recent times. Public Radio Music Day 2024 has received official recognition from the United States Congress. Celebrated annually on October 23rd, the event highlights the importance of public radio in promoting diverse music and supporting local artists. The recognition further emphasizes public radio's role in connecting communities, offering unique programming, and showcasing a broad range of music genres. The 2024 event promises to bring increased awareness to the cultural contributions of public radio stations nationwide. Fans have recently reported alarming incidents where concert tickets have disappeared from their Ticketmaster accounts due to hackers. In multiple cases, tickets for high-demand events, such as Taylor Swift and Pink concerts, were transferred without the user's permission and then resold. Victims across the U.S. have lost thousands of dollars in tickets, with some families having their entire purchases stolen. The problem seems to have escalated after a significant data breach at Ticketmaster earlier this year, which compromised over 500 million customer accounts. Ticketmaster claims that in many cases, scammers accessed fan email accounts rather than Ticketmaster's system directly. While some fans have successfully had their tickets restored after media intervention, others continue to struggle with slow responses from customer support. This issue has led to widespread frustration, especially as ticket prices for these resold seats can skyrocket on verified resale platforms. For fans holding Ticketmaster tickets, it's advisable to frequently check accounts, enable two-factor authentication, and closely monitor emails for suspicious activities. And in that same vein, StubHub is under fire after fans discovered thousands of fake tickets for Oasis's highly anticipated 2025 reunion tour listed on resale platforms before tickets were even officially available. Listings surfaced with prices as high as $11,000, causing significant concern among fans and industry watchdogs. The National Independent Venue Association, or NIVA, is calling for Congress to investigate these predatory practices. StubHub, however, claims these tickets were not speculative, stating that pre-sales were available through select channels like NFL season ticket holders, which contradicts claims that no tickets had been released at the time. This clash highlights the growing tension between ticket resale platforms and those advocating for more transparency in ticket sales. It is never going to get resolved. As long as people still keep going to these big shows and paying all the money, even Congress enacting something, I just don't see the problem going away. So that's your music news this week. If you have any feedback or other thoughts, you can always send an email my way, scenemomsays@gmail.com. nominated for the Rising Star in Massachusetts Award. That was Jean-Paul with J'allais. And before that, Lovina Falls and Vaulted, which is up for Best Video in the New England Music Awards. C-Mom says it is time for some music history. On October 9th of 1940, John Lennon, legendary singer-songwriter and co-founder of the Beatles, was born in Liverpool, England. Lennon would go on, of course, to become one of the most influential figures in modern music, known for hits such as Imagine and his role in the global success of the Beatles. And on October 9th of 1975, on John Lennon's 35th birthday, his son, Sean Ono Lennon, was born. Sean, a musician and songwriter in his own right, later collaborated with his mother, Yoko Ono, and pursued a solo career. On October 10th of 1979, Fleetwood Mac's Tusk was released. They released the title track from their experimental double album. The song was notable for its use of a marching band in its departure from the band's previous pop sound. On October 12th of 1978, Nancy Spungen, girlfriend of Sex Pistols bassist Sid Vicious, was found dead in the Chelsea Hotel in New York. Her death, often associated with the punk rock scene, remains shrouded in mystery and controversy, with Vicious being charged but never convicted due to his death months later. On October 13th of 1974, David Bowie's first television appearance during his Diamond Dogs tour was broadcast on The Dick Cavett Show. His tour marked a creative shift in Bowie's career, transitioning from a glam rock to a more soulful sound that would evolve into his Young Americans era. On October 11th of 1997, Elton John's reworked version of Candle in the Wind, released as a tribute to Princess Diana, hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song became one of the best-selling singles of all time. On October 7th of 1968, Jose Feliciano performed a soulful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner before Game 5 of the World Series, which stirred controversy. His unique interpretation of the anthem was one of the earliest instances of artists putting a personal stamp on this iconic song. And people were upset, but now I don't think anybody knows what the original version is anymore. On October 8th of 1988, U2's live album and film Rattle and Hum debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200. The album blended live performances with new solo tracks, showcasing their transition from a post-punk band to a global rock phenomenon. That is your music history this week.
Remind you of me, or were you even listening? We do things so differently. I'd like to think you're missing me. She showed me the signs, so I felt after the times. All I can hear is that we won't make it. Repeating track after track, praying that you might come back. I'm running low on my patience. It's over. All I have left is your playlist. Your playlist. You're nowhere, leaving me here with my choices. Echoed noises, catching myself skipping through, trying to find something new. Was there a message you wanted to send me? It's over. All I have left is your playlist. Your playlist.
As the days go by, I'm not okay. Still hear your voice in every track that I play. Don't wanna seem like I'm mad at you, but every song take me back like a bad tattoo. Lost myself and you, try to keep my poise. Haunted by your ghost and the sound of white noise. Do you listen back and still think of me too? Or did you move on and find someone new? Running out of time, running out of patience. I feel vacant, faceless, don't know what to say. Maybe someday you'll put this song on your playlist and think of all the good times that we had. But for now the love songs just sound so sad. I'm growing up and colder, need to take this chip off my shoulder, cause it's over.
It's over. All I have left is your playlist. Your playlist. You're nowhere, leaving It's over. All I have left is your playlist. Your playlist.
Something like a war inside my head, it's like I'm slowly dying. Something like a war in my head, in my head. Something like a war in my head, so I keep on fighting. Something like a war, like a war, like a war. I'm not really sane, I just strategize insanity. Battle with the demons with the blade of my morality. Shielding my mortality, knowing in the end it's my actions that will follow me. Hey, hey, but this fight ain't over till it is over. Till I'm 6 feet deep, but I won't turn over. Cause I'll die knowing I did all I could to amend my sins in a sinful world. Something like a war inside my head, it's like I'm slowly dying. Something like a war in my head, in my head. Something like a war in my head, so I keep on fighting. Something like a war, like a war, like a war. Swear I'm not insane, I just strategize insanity. Knowing every action defines a man I try to be. Every time I use my voice, every impulse, every choice. Mind and face, in the end I'm proud on my own. But this fight ain't over till it is over. Till I'm 6 feet deep, but I won't turn over. Cause I'll die knowing I did all I could to amend my sins in a sinful world. Something like a war inside my head, it's like I'm slowly dying. Something like a war in my head, in my head. Something like a war in my head, so I keep on fighting. Something like a war, like a war, like a war.
That was Already Dead with Something Like a War. They are up for Best Punk Act in the New England Music Awards. And before that was Battlewood with Playlist, and they are nominated for Best World Act. I know, quite a contrast in styles. All right, it is time for a marketing tip for you this week. Do not limit comments on your social media posts. Now, I decided to make this your tip because I recently saw a new restaurant open in my area, and all of their posts limit comments. So they post their menu, they post photos of their food, different dishes, and you can't comment on it. This is not helpful because thanks to the algorithms, when people comment, whether it's good or bad, it helps more see the posts in their feed, which of course increases your reach and it gets more eyes on your business. I don't know why you'd want to limit yourself, especially here where I live. It's really small town, mom and pop restaurants and stores and all kinds of businesses. And they really only use social media, specifically Facebook. So you have to know how to work that algorithm or else nobody's going to see anything really that you're posting. I also think that there are times that limiting comments is warranted. And really that would be if you're a news outlet or providing information that honestly is only going to bring out the trolls to comment. In that instance, comments are not as important as the information. That being said, if you have somebody who is moderating and managing your account, and everybody should, you can absolutely delete whatever comments you want. Free speech doesn't mean allowing comments that won't contribute or forward a conversation. And if you would like to chat more about marketing and promoting your music, your brand, your business, you can schedule a consultation with me at dannycutler.com.
Got 40 in my pocket, more than enough to buy a beer for you and me and all my friends that decided to meet us here. Then maybe pay for parking, and with a little left, maybe I'll take a silly picture so that I don't forget. Yeah, you could have won my heart after that show at the bar. You could have held my hand instead of that amp and guitar, and you could have found the confidence to kiss me after walking to my car. music. You said you liked my clothes. You said that if I played more, that you would like to go. But you never said you liked me, so I guess I'll never know. Still got that 40 in my pocket, 'cause I never bought those beers. So we never clinked our glasses with a smile and a cheers. And you never held my hand on the way back to my car. Guess you never found the confidence, and you never won my heart. But at least I still have the 40, and with it in my hands, I'll take a stupid picture so that I don't forget the night I kept my heart right where it belongs. And the first time I got paid to sing my silly little songs with great risk comes great rewards. Now I know that you have heard this before. With great risk comes great rewards. I hope that you take them. I hope that you take more.
That was the lovely voice of Morgan Elise and Got 40. She is nominated for Best Jazz Act in the New England Music Awards. All right, time for a little nerdy / good news for you. I think it's good news. Synchron, a brain-computer interface or BCI company, has developed an implant allowing people with paralysis to control devices like Amazon Alexa with their minds. This innovation was tested on a man with ALS who can now manage tasks like controlling lights, playing music, and making calls through thoughts alone. The implant, inserted via the jugular vein, decodes brain signals to enable hands-free interaction with digital platforms, offering new independence for those with limited mobility. Yes, science fiction becomes science reality, and when it's used for things like this, I think it's fantastic. I don't think that it's ever going to be used for evil, like a lot of conspiracy theorists say, but for these medical purposes, I think it's great. So that is some nerdy good news for you this week.
Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I drift. Some days, sometimes sunshine seems so far away, so close I miss. Sometimes I ponder, and sometimes I'm here. Some days, sometimes sunshine seems so damn close that I could give it a kiss. as I fall. I suffocate tomorrow. Yeah, forget yesterday. Some days, sometimes my heart, it hurts my head so bad. It's hard to see today. It's hard to see today now. Yeah, hard to see today. It would be nice if I could get it right. With those stars, they would all line up for one night. It would be nice if I could get it right. If those stars, they could all line up for one night. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I drift. It seems so damn close.
Nominated for Best Americana Band in the New English Music Awards, that was Other Brother Daryl with Sometimes. The voting again wraps up on Friday, October 11th, and you can vote once a day. Of course, I will have a link to the Music Awards site as well as all of the bands you heard on the show in the show notes. And that wraps up episode number 34. If you like what you hear, please share the love with friends, family, fellow musicians, even business owners that you think could benefit from the show. And if you have any feedback or suggestions, you can email me, scenemomsays@gmail.com. Thanks as always for listening, and you'll hear me again soon. You've been listening to the Scene Mom Says podcast. Intro, outro music is Look Good for the Radio by Fairy Bones. Learn more about Danny and the show at dannycutler.com.